Welcome back, everyone. So, today we're embarking on a truly fascinating journey. We're looking at a career that spans over 4 decades, but it's more than that. We're exploring the staggering scope of a single human voice. In this explainer, we're zeroing in on one fundamental question. Who is Bill Brooks? Seriously, if you think you know what a successful career in audio looks like, you might want to buckle up, because we're about to completely rewrite those expectations.
Think about this. What do a CBS News anchor, a globe-trotting country music star, and a Japanese anime ninja actually have in common? It sounds like the setup to a really bizarre joke, right? But the answer is exactly one guy, Bill Brooks. Okay, let's dive right into this, because his resume is literally one of the most unpredictable, versatile, and just sheerly wild rides in the history of modern broadcasting.
Section 1. The Accidental Teenage Broadcaster.
So to really understand this massive, multifaceted career, we've got to go back to the very beginning and get our timeline straight. Born in Carlsbad, New Mexico back in 1950, Bill actually got his start in radio in 1966. He was just 16 years old. Now, quick reality check here. He didn't magically become a major television network anchor as a teenager. That'd be crazy. He cut his teeth in local radio first. It was much later, well into his 20s in the mid-1970s, that he actually reached the high-pressure desk of a CBS chief news anchor.
But actually, what's super fascinating is how that 1966 radio start even happened in the first place. Get this, 16-year-old Bill Brooks was simply hanging out at a local radio station, recording a commercial for a musical group he was in. He stepped behind the microphone, started reading, and the station management was so completely blown away by his natural resonance and delivery that they literally hired him on the spot. Boom. Just like that, a broadcaster was born.
Fast forward a bit, and that accidental teenage radio gig evolved into a seriously hard-hitting adult career. By the mid-1970s, Bill had completely transformed. He was now a chief news anchor and an investigative journalist for a CBS television affiliate in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He really honed his news judgment, mastered that authoritative vocal delivery, and became this incredibly trusted presence on the screen.
Section 2. Music, Stages, and Stars.
Okay, so just as you think you've got him pegged as this serious, no-nonsense journalist, he executes a massive pivot. I want you to contrast these two images in your mind. By day, he's doing serious journalism, the traffic reports, the tough investigative exposés. But off the news desk, he was launching a massive international music career. He was stepping right into the spotlight, recording and touring alongside his brother Randy as the Brooks Brothers. It's just this incredible juxtaposition, right? The serious broadcast professional by day and the explosive stage performer by night.
Just let this number sink in for a second. 25. That is the number of full albums the Brooks Brothers released. This wasn't just some weekend hobby. This was a colossal artistic output in the gospel and country music scenes. They gained international television exposure. And, they didn't just release music. They actually scored 3 top 40 hits along the way.
And here's another staggering metric of his success during this era. 6. Bill Brooks was voted Entertainer of the Year by the Texas Country Music Review Association for 6 consecutive years. No way, right? Maintaining that level of absolute dominance and audience connection in a hyper-competitive market like Texas for over half a decade? That is a huge testament to his sheer charisma and stage presence.
And as if completely dominating the Texas country scene wasn't enough, his musical influence extended way behind the scenes too. This is a crazy detail. Bill personally taught a young Leanne Rimes his very own specific arrangement of the song I Know Who Holds Tomorrow. She then went on to record it, taking that exact arrangement platinum and even earning a Dove Award nomination. So he wasn't just up there performing, he was fundamentally shaping the artists around him.
Section 3. Global Theatrical Productions. So, from chart-topping music star, he smoothly transitions right into theatrical production. Take a look at this massive number, 700. Bill and his team actually served as the official production group for American Airlines, orchestrating over 700 live global productions and events. We are talking about massive, incredibly complex logistical live event coordination on a totally international scale. It just proves his mind for production was every bit as sharp as his voice.
And his theater work definitely wasn't strictly behind the scenes either. He directed and starred in massive international theatrical productions. For instance, he took on the role of Peter and the narrator in his Life the Musical. That single production took the stage at the legendary Apollo Theater in New York, and get this, it toured across more than 35 different countries
everywhere from South Korea to Ethiopia to Malaysia.
Section 4. The Anime Voice Actor.
All right, prepare yourselves for perhaps the sharpest pivot yet. Seriously, how in the world does a country music entertainer and news anchor end up voicing Japanese anime? Well, the answer lies in the sheer, undeniable versatility of his voice. Bill transitioned so smoothly into becoming an established English-language voice actor for the Dallas-area powerhouse studio Funimation. It really proves that a truly great voice can inhabit literally any character.
Anime fans out there are definitely going to recognize these. He has made some high-profile contributions across the entire genre. He voiced Hanzo in Senran Kagura, the Principal in Free Eternal Summer, the Heavens Chancellor in both A Certain Magical Index and Railgun, and Crawford Seam in Fairy Tail, plus additional voices in huge, massive franchises like One Piece. He basically took that rich, warm, resonant theater voice straight into the recording booth for some of the absolute biggest animated shows in the world.
Section 5. Entrepreneurship and Elite Coaching.
So you kind of have to ask, where does a guy who has done literally everything go next? Well, beyond his own microphone work, he has spent over 14 years acting as an elite voiceover coach and a college adjunct professor. He's actively paying it forward, right? Taking everything he learned from CBS to the Apollo Theater to Funimation and mentoring the next generation of voice actors. He's ensuring the craft continues to thrive.
And here is exactly how he balances his present-day dominance. Step 1. Live announcing. He remains the official live announcer for the T3R Texas Music Awards, which is a role he's held since 2000, by the way, and the Blue Gate Performing Arts Center, handling well over 200 events a year. Step 2. He's a remarkably prolific audiobook narrator, bringing dozens of westerns, mysteries, and historical texts to life. And Step 3. Independent publishing, taking complete 100% ownership of his media output.
All of this entire multifaceted career, eventually culminated in the creation of a true media empire. Alongside his partner Merritt North, he founded Word Power Productions LLC and subsequently Word Power Publishing. This absolutely anchors his brand as a top-tier producer of audiobooks, podcasts, faith-based books, spoken word, and all sorts of multimedia content. He isn't just voicing the content anymore, he literally owns the factory that makes it.
Section 6. A lifetime of stories. Honestly, it's almost hard to believe all these wildly different career paths belong to the exact same person. He has taken the discipline of a news anchor, the soul of a gospel singer, the flair of a stage actor, and the creativity of an anime voice artist and just woven them all into one cohesive, monumental legacy. But despite all these massive milestones and international tours, he is still incredibly accessible. He's an active, independent professional working right out of his state-of-the-art Fort Worth area studio today. He's still narrating, still coaching, still creating. I want to leave you with this final, truly powerful thought. Some voices tell stories. Some voices make history. This one did both. Bill Brooks' life proves that with enough talent and versatility, you never have to be just one thing. So, after seeing the sheer scale of what one person can accomplish with a microphone and a real passion for communication, I have to ask you, what kind of history is your voice going to make? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.